Hello. All right, so I had a request to do this cranberry fall eye for you guys, so I have prepared a tutorial for you. Please, if you would, click thumbs up if you like it and subscribe. So for any eye look, you want to start out with an eye primer. I'm using Younique's Moodstruck Eye Primer. I put a little bit on my finger, and I've just learned a new way to apply this that has really helped it spread evenly. I now use my concealer brush to apply the primer to my lid. So I just grab a little bit of it on the brush, and I want it to go evenly all over the eyelid. And I'm going to go all the way up to underneath my eyebrow. It just spreads the product evenly, making it to where you don't have like a glob of so much in one spot. Okay, and then with the primer, it's going to become tacky. It's going to keep your eyeshadows on and keep them from creasing. However, I like to set it with a powder before I apply the shadow. I'm using the Behold's setting powder. And I just put a little bit on a fluffy brush. And I'm going to just pat it in all over. This is going to help those colors blend easier. And I just kind of push it in. Okay, now we're ready to get started. I'm excited for this look. This look is a lot of fun. It is perfect for fall. So I'm going to be using Younique's pressed pigments, or pressed shadows. I always try to call them pressed pigments. The colors that I'm going to be using, I'm going to use Timid, Astute, Slick, Optimistic, and Fervent. So there's quite a few colors. I like to start out light and build the look up. So what I'm going to start with first is the Astute. I'll hold them up as I do them, that way you guys can see it a little bit better. So this is what the Astute looks like. It is a very light peach. And I'm going to use a blending brush. Get a little bit of it on there, tap off the excess. We're going to put this in the transition. I just like to start light and then build my color up on top of it. It's going to make those colors flow easier. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay, and the next color that I'm going to use is Astute. And this is what Astute looks like. It is a very light tan with a little bit of peachy undertones. I'm using the same brush. I'm going to put that in the exact same area. But over here towards the edge, I'm going to kind of blend it towards the center of the eyelid just a little bit. Do just a little bit more. This is like my favorite brush. It is so good for applying these transition colors. Now, if you want the color to be more concentrated, of course, you'll want to use a crease brush where the bristles are packed closer together, which I will be using that here in just a little bit. But if you just want the color to be light and flowy, this is a good brush to use. Okay, so the next color I'm going to use is Fervent. It is a red. And I'm going to barely get just a little bit on one side of the blending brush. And we're going to concentrate on this outer third of the eye. And I'm going to have to get it a couple of times, get more eyeshadow. I might have gotten just a little much that time. I'm trying to be real careful on how far out around the side I go. Then without adding any more product, I just kind of blend it over towards the center of the crease. I'm even gonna make sure there's no product on there by wiping it on a towel and just blend that edge really good. There's no method to my madness on blending. I just blend whichever way I feel most comfortable at the time. Okay, so next we're going to use the colors Slick and Optimistic. And I mix these two. Let me grab this other one here. So I do a little bit of the Slick with the Optimistic. I'm going to use a deluxe brush to apply those. And if you don't know what a deluxe brush is, it's just a lot of bristles packed in a fluffy brush. They're a little bit more dense than the blending brush. All right, I'm going to pick up some of the Slick and some of the Optimistic. And then we're going to apply this on the eyelid. I'm going to pick up some more of the Slick with just a little bit of Optimistic. I don't want the Optimistic to overpower the Slick, but I do want it to lighten it just a little bit more. Okay. Then next we're going to go back in with that Fervent with the blending brush. That Fervent was the red. This color here. Woo, I'm throwing stuff. I'm going to get just a little bit on the edge like we did the first time. Tap off the excess. We're going to focus on this part of the eye. Just darkening up where we put that Slick and Optimistic over that outer edge. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess product because that's as dark as I want it. And just kind of blend the seam right there, seam, as if it were sewing. Blend the edge, the line, make it flow smoothly. Okay, and then we're going to go in with, oh, I forgot to tell you guys a color. I believe that this is Pessimistic. And we're going to use this to highlight underneath the brow. We're just going to get close to the eyebrow, kind of clean up any color that might have went higher than we wanted it to. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the crease brush. We're going to do the under eye. And we're going to take a little bit of the Fervent, that red, but very lightly. Going to dust a little bit on the bottom of the crease brush. And we're going to go on the lower lash line, dusting really lightly underneath the lashes. I just want it to have a little bit of the red color that's going to shine through. You know, we don't want to look like we're sick, but having a little bit of the color kind of pulls the whole eye look together. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up some of the Marvelous. I'm finding colors I've forgotten to say we're using. And we're going to use the liner shader brush for this one. And this is the liner side. We're going to get a little bit of this on that and line under the lash line. Like that. And then all we have left to do is mascara. And, okay, let me clean off my hands. I've got makeup everywhere. For mascara, I'll be using Epic Moodstruck One Step Mascara. This mascara is amazing. It's my favorite. And you'll see why in a moment. Gonna coat the lower lash line. And add a little bit more up top. Amazing mascara. Look at those lashes. Okay, I see the inner spot. That I wanted to fix a little bit. I just realized that we have not highlighted the inner corner of the eye. We're going to use the Optimistic, and let me find the right brush. With the angle shadowed sponge brush, I'm going to use the sponge side. You can see it's already on there. And we are going to use this to highlight the inner corner of the eye. I like my highlight to be kind of dramatic. Don't know about you, but I love it. Looking so open. Alright guys, that is it. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and hit a thumbs up. Click subscribe for more to come. Thank you guys.